Hello, everybody. So last night I'm watching Pirate Stacker on his live stream. He's down in Florida, I believe, and he was selling a bunch of silver. And what's more, he was also drinking shots. Now, I'm not really one to, sit and drink shots, but he started with some rum and then he went with Southern Comfort. Now, thing about this Southern Comfort, where I live, the one store has these little shooters like this, two for $1. So if you like Southern Comfort, well, that's probably the best way to buy it. Now, he went and drank 3 or 4 shots of rum. Hey, old CCC, how you doing? He drank 4 shots of rum and then he switched to Southern Comfort, which I have some right here. Now, like I said, I don't do this too often, so I can't drink 18 of these. But I can have one in honor of Pirate Stacker. And there you go. How you doing? I did see your video just now. That was kind of cool. And this, I made a video about this coin. Why, it doesn't always like to focus, but did a video about this one. A longer video, and it's took off quite well. It's done over 200 views according to YouTube, so I'm happy that one of my longer videos is actually getting some watches. That helps. But this is a nice coin. Now, earlier, I was going around and I went to Rockville because there's a coin shop up there. Now, first, I stopped at my local coin shop and bought these 2 quarters. $5.50 is about the going rate he had. And he had a bag of Mercury dimes, but they were, I want to say they were $2.25 a piece, and they were loose. So I go to Rockville. There's a coin shop there. I walk in. He's got this on his shelf. It's an 1838 seated Liberty dime. A nice one. It's a little bit worn, but this is a very old dime, so it's like you start getting back in these early 1800s. Hey, Pirate Stacker, how you doing? I just took me a shot of Southern Comfort. Where I live, these little shooters, are 2 for $1. I just drank this one. 2 for $1. So that means you can buy for $8 16 of these little bottles, which is more than a fifth. It's good to see you, Pirate. I don't know if you were a subscriber or not. If you're not, well, that's okay. 1831 capped $0.50. Now, this 1838 seated Liberty dime. It's the early one without drapery. Bit worn on the back. Not too bad. Now, at the Rockville coin shop and jewelry store, they had 2 other rooms that the first time I went there, I didn't go in and did not know they had it. Thanks. Anyway, he also had these in hello Aunt Laura, how you doing? He had these for $10 a piece, 20X. And he had this is the 27, 35, and 36, and they're all estimate ones. And they're worn, but not horrible. So I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and buy these at $10 a piece because here locally at the other coin shops they want I think 11.50 is what he was asking for, but he had them carded. If you're doing the effort to put them in cards, then they're probably not going to be as cheap. So I get back from Rockville, went to several different uh, antique shops. So they've got like 5 or 6 of them within a 2 or 3 block area, which I think is insane. But I get back and I go to this other place and they're having a moving sale. And they had these. This one's a red gemstone. This is National Day of Prayer, but I didn't care about that. It's a big gemstone. Now, if you've been watching my channel for long, you've seen my other gemstones, these littler ones. This one and the clear one. You're doing great? Cool. Now, that one's clear and you can see right through it. They had 2 of them, and this other one over here is so dark, it's like black, and you can't see. It also says National Day of Prayer, I'm sorry, on it too. But this one you can't see through. It's just deep black. But I like the red one. And I just imagine if this is a real ruby, how much this would cost. I mean, this is huge. I mean, to put it in perspective, most of these people who do these, like A.G. Stacker sticker here, this thing's probably a little bit bigger around than his sticker is. Not much. Pretty heavy piece of glass. Yeah, they're glass. These weren't. This was like some kind of precious diamond type thing, black diamond or some other dark black stone and not glass. It would be astronomical. I mean, this thing is huge. When I put it in my hand and wrap it around my hand, it's I don't even know how many carats these would be. I mean, even this little one here, if it was a diamond this big, I mean, it's not near as big as those are, but that would be a very valuable diamond. Hey, he sent you a bar. He sent me a buffalo nickel. I thought that was kind of cool. 2 silver sharks. Cool. But I don't know how much longer I'm going to go live tonight because I got other stuff to do. But I did want to come on and have a little response to Pirate Stackers. 18 shots of rum and mostly Southern Comfort. I got a Barber Dime. Dig it. Oh, Barber Dimes are cool. Now, if you get one that's a little bit better, that is. The ones that are all worn out, right now, Barber Dimes are running me about $10. We'll move these over. And I'll show you this real quick. Pirate. I don't know if you've seen this thing. This thing is a Magician Stunt Coin Peace Dollar edition. And I want you to look at this carving on the back because it's pretty cool looking. Unfortunately, it's not really silver and it's not really valuable and it's not actually a peace dollar. It's just a Magician Stunt coin. But I'm trying to stack a tube of seated dimes right now. I'm going to go ahead and pull out my box. That peace dollar is awesome. Well, you know what? Get a good look at that carving on here and we'll pull it out so you can see it better. Because you can order these online just like this. It'll look just like this. I don't know what the other side will look like, but it's a skull like a zombie peace dollar. And it looks kind of like a peace dollar on this side. Whoever done the design for this matched a peace dollar quite well, but it don't test out right for silver. And it only weighs 25 grams. So what it's made out of, I'm not really sure. I don't think it's magnetic though, but it doesn't test out right for silver. Now, oh yeah, pirate stacker. This is for Fort Leonard Wood. I actually served in the military for a while, 6 years, and this is where I took my basic and a couple annual trainings because I was in the reserves. Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. Kind of nice challenge coin for military. Now I'm going to get my box for a little bit better stuff because that's where I have my seated liberties and some nicer barbers. Thank you. You're welcome. Now, oh yeah. Now I just got the one bust $50, but I had this bust half dime. It's slightly damaged. It's an 1833, and then it has the eagle on the back, 10 cents. Top's worn pretty bad. But, you know, I'm like, I get to the shop and I'm like, I got to have that. Jeez. All right, we'll stick that back in here before the half dime. 3-cent nickel. You don't see them too often. Yeah, this is 1865. I quite like this one too. I don't really like that price so much, but it does have pretty good detail left on it. Okay, let's get back into where I wanted to show. My other 1838. Geez, quite a bit cheaper than the one guy I wanted. It's an 1838 Liberty seated half dime, says 950 on it. At the back's a bit worn. The E on the dime is gone, which are mostly gone. Yeah, I just graded a 3-cent nickel. How'd that come out for you? Let's put that back in here real quick. Before I move on to other seated Liberty ones. Little half dimes. Half dimes, anyone? These things, I bet they lost these left and right. 1857 and an 1855 with arrows. Was it a straight grade? If it was a straight grade, you did well. Because I heard the Coin Geek guy who's in Pueblo, California, or Pueblo, Colorado, sorry, said that if you need a coin to grade a certain grade, it usually won't grade it. It'll come one F15. Details, bummer. Love the Seated Liberty series. So do I. Too bad it's about the Trime. Yeah. Well, the thing about this one, this particular coin, this was the first video I made for my channel about a year and a half ago. This coin was the first one I used because I wanted to show something older, and you know, $5 for this wasn't too bad. The back's pretty messed up. But anyway, what I thought was funny about it, $20 with that kind of pitting and wear. AU55 details. 3-cent nickel was F15 straight. That's pretty good. I haven't ever sent one of these coins to have them graded yet. I don't know if I will because it does. You have to have a pretty good one that's worth quite a bit to send it. Well, this 1842 Owen is damaged and worn quite a bit, almost to the point we can barely make out the 42. But the thing about it is, I wanted one of these with the O and the, or any mint mark one with the mint mark on the center, but I wanted an O mint one like this, and I just happened to buy this one without even really looking at it close when I bought it because it's only $4. It's damaged. Half straight, half details. Well, it's not cheap to grade these, so you have to have good coins that you're sure will grade straight. And it probably would help if you had a good relationship with a coin dealer locally who grades a lot of coins, and he could tell you whether or not you should send one. He'd say, well, I wouldn't send that one, then you probably don't want to. Now, this was $19 when I bought it. It's a little bit better detail, 1845. Wow, that's not a bad price. That has the older wreath. Now, somewhere along the way, they changed this wreath a bit, but this is the older wreath. And there's good detail on this coin, so I didn't feel too bad about buying. And it's pretty old, 1845. I didn't feel bad about getting this one. We'll go back here a little ways and pull out the next one, which I think is an 1850. It's beat up real bad. It's damaged, it's been holed, it's scratched, but it looks like 1850 on the day. It's probably even bent slightly. So it's a 1 dime. But I went to the shop and he had it on his little tray, and I saw it, and that price, $2. I'm like, okay, I will buy that for $2. Yeah, Old Country Coin Collector, a lot of times these coins are like that. One side looks really good and another side looks worn out. Now, my dad told me that when he was a kid, they used to take coins and like slide them, and whoever closest to a wall, uh, by 50 of those. Well, he only had one, which, oh yeah, I've gotten a lot of subs. I've been doing pretty good. There for a while, I was getting almost 200 a month, 150 or something. This side is just totally scratched the hell. It's too bad because, details wise, when you can read Liberty on the front, which you can on this, if that wasn't all scratched up like someone took a wire brush to it, this would have been a lot more expensive coin, because the kind of details that's on this is probably at least fine to very fine range when they have all of Liberty on there. But since it's damaged, $6, I'm like, I'll buy that. All right, let's go to the next one. That was a 53. All right, wait, that was $2.50, not $2. Sorry, I thought it said $2. Or wait, maybe that's a different one. Oh yeah, it is. Sorry, that was $2, and this 1853, which is, you want to talk about major damage. Well, that one has just got major damage. And the back is, well, there ain't much there. But I thought $2.50, I'll buy it. I like seated coins so much that if they're cheap enough, even damaged, I'll go ahead and buy them. Now, word to the wise, the next one's going to look pretty nice. It might have a little white polish, but they say fine. It's not too bad for something this old. Yeah, would have been a nice one for sure. Yeah, it would have been. I love these seated Liberty coins. I buy them anytime I see them. But 1 dime. This is a good one. It's pretty nice, actually. And I think when I bought it, he knocked a few dollars off of this, because that says 24, which is what happened when I went to the guy in Rockville. I told him I'd been there once before, and I bought that one seated Liberty coin I showed earlier, the old one. And he said, I'll take some off of it. He knocked down the price a little bit. Let's see. That one's kind of worn out pretty bad, but it's only $7. 1875. That is a big nick on the side of it over here. But it's $10. I'm like, it's got pretty good details left for being. Yeah. I don't know how bad the lag is right now. I'm doing this over Wi-Fi on my cell phone, so I don't know what it's doing there where you are. But 1875, I like that. Now, after 1875 Philadelphia, why is that 1860? Okay. Did I pull that one out? Yeah. All right. The next couple are the bigger ones, in my opinion. It's a bit worn, but this one is Carson City. How nice. Now, I went to a coin show after this. Oh, that might be me because I'm popping these comments here and I'm putting them on the screen as I see them. But anyway, this is a little bit better one. They put, did they grade it about AB? I don't know, about good maybe. They wrote good on the price. Let's see if I can get this to focus pretty good. 1875. It's starting to lose the details. But it's a little bit better in the fact that the back isn't scratched as much. CC in the wreath. You're going to coin show tomorrow? Make a video. Big, little. The one when I went to this one, there's only maybe 10, 15 dealers tops. So they had Carson City dimes. So I'm like, anytime you go somewhere and they got Carson City dimes, I'm happy. All right, let's work this back in and show you what's this one. Pull out the next few. 75S. This is a little bit worn. S Mint one. It might be slightly clean too. The S is down there. It's hard to see on this, but it's an S Mint. Let's see where we are. I can't make myself even do the videos I want. This guy's down in Australia, in Perth, so he's watching me clear around the world. That's pretty cool. Maybe 100 tables. It's my second coin show. Throw one in the package Monday. Cool. All right. 1875S. They wrote very good. I don't know. This 1876 one was $350. But it's pretty well worn. Scratched up quite a bit. The back's almost totally gone. It is a dime, though. Now we're going to get into the next Carson City ones I have. Put these back where they were. These are 75s. So they were here. S and Philadelphia. All right. This was beat up a little bit. Got it like a nail punch to it. You can see where it's been hit and bent slightly. It's a 76. Carson City. Now I go into a coin shop and they show me a Carson City dime even damaged like this and it's $8. I'm buying it. Yeah. 100 tables is a good side show. Yep. All right, Pirate. Take care. It was good to see you. And had a shot of Southern Comfort in your honor. I don't know how you drank 18 shots, but I just have to laugh a little bit. All right. We'll work this back in here. Now, got a couple more of the 1876 Carson City. 1876. Carson City. This is a little bit better now, and it doesn't have the damage. It was $32. They said good. This one says very good to find, so this one's quite a bit better. 1876. You can read Liberty on it. And Carson City. Now, I'd have one more, but I sent one off the new Silver Stacker to blow his mind. And it did pretty much. He was almost speechless when he got it. I was looking at, wait, that's a Carson City? And all right, let's pull out the next three. If I can get a hold of them. All right. 1876, a little bit damaged. Back's worn, the rim's gone. But $8, $8.50. All right, this one, just an 1876 Philly, which they put very good on. Part of Liberty's visible. Back isn't totally gone. Yeah, he's got a video somewhere where he talks about it, and he's like mind blown a little bit. Wait, that's a Carson City dime? That was too nice of me, actually. But you know, whatever. You only live once, and you can make friends and have nice stuff. This is a 77. This is fine to very fine range. But it does look slightly rubbed, polished a little. Has a polished kind of clean look to it. But, you know, hey, these are hard to come by any way you can get them. Oh, you saw that video? Yeah, cool. $29. All right. What else do we got back here to show that's kind of nice? We'll pull off the next all the way to the end of the seated dimes. Damn, they go all. There's about 10 more of them in here. Good size stack, I'll say. Nice details, though. Yeah, cool. Some of you probably seen some of these before. Now, this one, if it didn't have damage, wouldn't have been $5.50. It's a common date for these, I believe, but Liberty's fully visible. A lot of other details are, but that gouging scratch there kind of distracts a little. Hi, Aunt Laura. Hi, Kanye, or Kanye, or Kanye. I'm not sure how that's pronounced exactly. I'm trying. But, you know, I had a shot of Southern Comfort and in Pirate's honor, so it's like, yeah, 1883 for $5.50. You know, I'm going to buy one of these for $5.50 when I see them, especially if it's got that kind of detail left on it. This one says, they said it was very fine. It's a bit worn, but it looks like honest wear. It looks like Liberty is pretty well totally visible, which I think to be very fine, it would have to be in that kind of condition. Back looks mostly there. And this is the second type of wreath they put on these seated. And they kept that wreath for the reverse of the Barber coins. Let's work these two back in real quick before I get too far along. All right, stay there. This one I bought at the coin show. No real damage to speak of. Full Liberty, 1887 S. Bought it from a guy who was a veteran, served on the U.S. Enterprise in the around 1970. Kane? Okay, got it. Not late for dinner. Kane, got it, Kane. All right, what do you think about this one, Kane? 1887 S. Pretty well straight, fine range to very fine, maybe. No big wear problems, no real big damage problems. Not worn out, pretty good details left. But anyway, the guy served on the USS Enterprise. And the other guy that was talking to him at the same time I was a guy who said he served on the Enterprise. He's a lot younger guy. He served on right after they decommissioned it, which is kind of interesting. All right, 1888S. Kind of a nice one. Estimates down there. New dime. Card's kind of damaged a little bit, but the coin's pretty nice, so I'm like, why not get it? All right. This one went in and out of coin shops several times, having 3 marked out prices on it and a few other things marked out. No, I didn't. I did not ask him. I love the classic look. Yeah, thank you. I did not ask him that, but he was aboard when they dropped a bomb and blew up part of the Enterprise. Unfortunate. Actually lost a few sailors on that one. That was not a good deal. And the other guy, the younger guy, said he was there while they were decommissioning it. But this thing, yeah, like I said, when you got a price there, I think all of them are prices, and then a $12 final price when I bought it. It's like it's been in and out of coin shops a few times. $12, 1889. Now I bought a different one from a different guy. He had it for 15. I'm not sure this one's even close to being as good as this one, though. It just goes to show you when you buy coins from a coin dealer, sometimes they'll have vastly different prices on them. This one is definitely not as nice as this one in terms of details left on the coin. But what can you do? Such is life. Everywhere you go, you'll get a different price. 1890, $8. And we're almost to the end of these seated Liberty coins on the dimes. Oh yeah, you get to see and meet cool people at the coin shows. I usually try to go to them whenever they're around. 1890s is very fine. Now this one I like quite a bit. It's got pretty good detail left on it. $25 though. I might have overpaid a little. But this guy's helped me find it's the jeweler and coin dealer guy. He's helped me find a whole bunch of coins for the treasure chest challenge when I was doing that, which that's over. It don't need any more of them really. This one is a 91, says good, and it's an old mint, which old mints are always cool, especially if you're AG Stacker 1776. They found a good home, someone who loves them, that's all that matters. Thank you. Yeah, you Google that's usually how I find coin shows. There's all kinds of them. I need to get out to more of them, but I think the next one's supposed to be in February, next month. They didn't have one last February, so maybe not. Then the sealing out these. This one's kind of dark, but not real bad on the details. This one's looks a little cleaned. A couple of dollars less, probably because it's been cleaned. And this one just looks like a normal wear and tear type coin. And then there's a couple of 91S's. Neither one of them are in real great shape. But Seated Liberty coins I quite like, and I'll buy more when I see them. We'll put these back. MS63, wait, I think you mean 1888 Morgan, not 19? Because they didn't make Morgans in 1988. Hello, Dolls Dolly. How you doing? Yeah, yes, 18. Yeah, that's what I thought. Now I've got Morgan dollars. Not in this box, though. I'll put them back in here and show you a coin that was very short-lived. They didn't make these for very long. This is a 20-cent piece, 1875S. And if I can get the light to hit it right, you'll be able to read 20 cents on it. And the S is right below the talon right there. Oh, my bad, because, yeah, Morgan Dollars didn't make any in 1988. They did make ASCs. Speaking of which, when I went to my coin dealer earlier, he had one from 87, but he wanted 32 bucks. And I'm like, I was going to Rockville today to get other stuff. So I'm like, there we go. I was getting other stuff, but they only made these a few years and then they stopped because everybody confused them with quarters. And it's a 20-cent piece. These are very expensive, even in, like good like this, worn out quite a bit. $115 coin. But when I bought it, I think he took $5 off. And this is a coin show kind of coin. You don't see these too often. I mean, 20 cents coins, they're not very common. And they didn't make them very long anyway, so it's all right. We're getting towards the back of this. But let's go back to what I got today because I want to think about some other stuff. He asked if you got a channel, Dolly, or Dolls Dolly. I don't know because the name, I'm not even sure I've seen it before in my live chats anyway. We'll put this box up for now and pull back the stuff I got today and kind of sum it up. That one wasn't today, but these were. But I went to Rockville because there's a couple, like, she has a channel. Nice. I don't know what she's saying, of course, to, but okay. Let's recap what I bought. Now, this was not this week, but last week. And the video I made for this, assessing its value and whether or not everything was right, a longer video, was over 200 views, which most of my long videos haven't really done that well. Wish they would. Kind of need it to progress to a bigger channel. 1831 cap bust $50. Now, when I was at the Rockville coin shop, he had these. These are all S-Mint walkers. 36, 35, and 27. They were in his bargain box. They were, that's your favorite coin? Cool. And Kane says he's going to sub to you. Well, that's cool. I'm going to have to look at her too and see what she's got. Beautiful coin. This is my favorite $50 design. I love the walkers. These are all S-Mint ones. Let's get all them up, and then I'll try to show you all the S-Mints. They're real small on these. I don't know how well it's going to show you the S's. There's two at once. Maybe you can see both of them. They're all S-Mints, and they were 20X. All of his junk silver in the box was 20X. Yeah, walkers, and he had dimes. But it's like, you know what? That's about as good a price as you can get on walkers lately. And where I live, $5.50 for a quarter is about as cheap as they get. And these are two from the 50s that are a little bit worn. 52D and 54. But I bought the 1838 seated Liberty dime from the Rockville coin shop. This side's not too bad. In fact, you can see the rim. The back's a little bit damaged. But that happens to these. Now, she says, thank you. Now, when I got back, I went to a place and they were having a sale, moving sale, because this, I don't remember exactly what they did. They were some kind of religious resource center of some sort, and they had these National Prayer Day gemstone paperweights. And when I asked her how much she wanted for them, she said $25. I said, I'll give you more than that. So I threw down a few dollars. They said they were just going to, since the Perth Mint is, you live in Perth, so can you go to the Perth Mint and actually buy something right from like a gift shop or something? That'd be pretty cool. But this is a rather large glass gemstone. I love how it does this kaleidoscoping effect. Of course, the other ones I have to do the same thing. Now, this one won't do it because it's totally black. You can't see through it at all. I put a light on top of it, and the light doesn't even show through it. So it's just deep black. There's nothing to it. But yeah, I quite like these. I want to get more of them, but my coin dealer got about 10 of them over the last few months, and every time I would go there, somebody else was buying these up like crazy. Now, last week I went in on Thursday and he told me, "Oh, I got one of these coming." I said, "You do?" He says, "Less than $100." So I got there before he opened, and I sat out in the lot for about 5 minutes waiting for him to get there. When I got it, I was like, "Well, I'm gonna have to buy this because I don't have one, and every time I don't buy them, someone else is gonna buy it." So I wanted to get this. And he said, "You can go to the Perth Mint." Well, that's pretty damn cool. That's a cool 50-cent coin. I, don't know what else to say. I mean, one of the ones he had recently, this E Pluribus Unum, that on one of them was, one side was real legible like this, and then the other side there was a spot where it wasn't legible. And that happened with these because the way they struck them, it wasn't always consistent. And that's, sometimes you'll see these and they'll have good details all over the coin except in spots. And that's what they were talking about when they said sometimes they don't, do well. Now, I don't know how well you'll be able to see this. These have printing on the edge, and it says 50 cents or half a dollar, or it's 50 cents or half a dollar. One of the two. Am I holding that the right way? I can't read it. It's not showing up very well, but it's in print on the side. Actually, I can read it here without using it. It says 50 cents or half dollar. That's pretty cool. I didn't even know they had that on there when I first saw it, and I was like, well, I never had one to look at before. Thank you, Dolly. But yeah, I started this as a response to Pirate Stacker, and he came on. Yeah, they do have letter edging, and he drank 4 shots of some rum, and then he poured out his bottle of Southern Comfort. By the time he's done, he's had 18 shots of whiskey. I'm like, man, I can't drink that much. But I drank this earlier and honored him and said, he came on for a while. It's pretty cool. I actually didn't know he's a subscriber to me until just now, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I didn't know they had the edge lettering either, but they do. But anyway, out of the $50 designs, the Walking Liberty is my favorite. I feel like I need to get more Benjamins though. And, 90% silver, the GFK, the 64 is the only option. But I have quite a bit of the 40% ones too. But anyway, I've been on for a little while, and, I feel pretty good. And things went well on my little trip up to Rockville, which is 30 miles away or so, something like that. Yeah, I was drinking still. Yeah, I've come to figure that out. Anybody can drink 18 shots. By the end of it, still able to say something and not slur all of his voice, all of his words, and not look like he's ready to go to sleep. He's thank you. You like this channel, mine? Thank you. Um yeah, I done a video for this earlier and then put it live, and then when it went live it didn't do much for a little while, and then it started going crazy. It's done over 200 views, which isn't too bad for my live, or not live streams, but longer videos. Now, some of my shorter videos do pretty well, but short videos don't help you get monetized. Only the longer ones where people actually watch hours. You got to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours on YouTube to get monetized. Then you can have ads on and make a little money. Until that happens, I'm just doing this for nothing. And I've live streamed quite a bit, and I've made longer videos. Over 1,000. Thank you, Dolls Dolly. I have over 1,000 total videos on my channel. Wait a second. If on an IV drip 12 hours a day, I would die for a beer. Wow. I couldn't imagine that. But I hope, I don't know whether things can get better for you and where you won't have to have that, but I hope it does. Because that can't be much fun. Anyway, I'm it's getting a little late here. I don't know what time it's tomorrow in Australia. I don't know what time it is right now in Australia in Perth, but it's tomorrow because they're past the international dateline and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, here it's 10 o'clock. I've been online for almost an hour, about 50 minutes. I've shown off some cool coins and talked about some stuff, but it was kind of fun going to Rockville today and looking at some of the old antique shops. They had a lot of older stuff there. They've got like around the county square, the city square, whatever it is. They've got the big courthouse. There's a video I made for that. That'll go live later. But there was like 4 or 5, antique shops I went into and looked at stuff. I didn't get this at the antique shop, but this is still pretty cool. And say a prayer for all the people who's had hard years the last few years. And 11 a.m. It's the morning there. I'm okay, I'm alive, and have found wonderful friends on YouTube. Well, cool. Kane, I hope that you many more years. But for now, I think I'm going to go ahead and pull this down for the night. And I'm going to wish you all a good day. And I hope tomorrow's a good day for everybody. And hope you had an enjoyable weekend. And we'll see y'all next time. And I might go live tomorrow for a while. Good night, Tom, and good morning. Glad to meet you, Kane Friday. Well, good night, Tom. Good night, Aunt Laura. And you have an awesome weekend, everyone. Cool. I'm getting on out of here, so y'all take care, and we'll see you next time. Oh, my Lord. That's a